Brianna Ray from BriIY here with some messy hands already because I did a little bit of prep before this video and I look like a wreck. But today we're going to be doing kind of a trend that I saw on TikTok. I just thought it would be kind of fun to do, and that is where we're going to take one of those AI portrait painting lenses or filters or whatever we call them now, and turn it into like a physical piece. I want to recreate what the AI app gave me into the physical world. So I already saw someone do this and I thought it was pretty cool. And I also saw that this kind of trend was doing like your side profile and seeing if it turned you into a man or not. And I had some pretty mixed results. I wasn't really sure. But this is kind of the one that I ended up with that I'm going to be recreating today. I do feel like I did it in this room, like my office. I can't be 100% sure, but this is kind of what we're going for. I am going to transfer this to just a regular sheet of paper, and I have a bunch of colors ready to go right here in my palette. And we're just gonna kind of get started. I did kind of already get the basic proportions down, and I feel like it's a little different. And I already tried erasing some of my like lines that I made just to kind of demarcate where like certain shadows hit. And you know what it is? I think it's because like I have this like hump on the shadow here and I don't over there. Maybe that'll help. Maybe my neck comes in further. Maybe that's the problem. I'm not sure. There's something about this neck thing though is really throwing me off. So I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of, do I even have a neck? Did I draw my neck? I think, is that supposed to be my neck? Man, I'm like, something like that. And then the shirt like that. I don't know. My neck's further out than that. This is kind of why I didn't want to do it on camera, because you get me, you know, losing my marbles over, you know, my neck placement. Either way, I did get some acrylics so that it would cover up all of these lines pretty well. And I have my collection, a collection of paintbrushes here to kind of get me through. And we're just kind of gonna go for it. All right, I've got my reference image over here, my paints over here, my brushes, and some water up here. And I'm going to have like a towel here so I can kind of dry my brush off in between picking up colors. I have some mixes that are not totally mixed yet, like this one and this one for certain colors. And I'm pretty sure I missed something at this point, but I'll just add in as I have to. And hopefully when I finish my colors, I can go clean off my palette and kind of start fresh if necessary. I'm sure everyone thinks I'm crazy when I say this, but there's something about me and my bad decision making that always wants to start with the dark colors. Like I'm just really drawn to that first for some reason. Really in this case though, I think I'm more so drawn to doing the one different color first, which is these red lips. So yeah, I'm just gonna use the base red to kind of go around and fill in the color, and then I'm just going to dab the tiniest little bit of black in to darken it up and kind of make the line between the upper and the lower lip to kind of recreate some of those shadows again. And something that I thought was interesting that I have never done before when I've been doing portraits is that this like side portrait kind of included the Cupid's bow, even though it's really far to the side. And I think it makes the lips look a lot better, frankly. I mean, it's definitely possible to blend acrylics. This isn't as bright as it is in the picture, but I kind of think I like this fade a little bit better. But as long as you got two colors partially mixed, yeah, you can do some pretty solid blending. So now I've swapped brushes. I've got this teeny tiny baby, and I'm going in just with just along these more harsh shadows, which kind of come up the nose and down the bridge and even around the edge a little bit. That's going to turn into a black later. yeah, a lot of mixing happening here, and I definitely don't have as much green in there as maybe the original image would insist I have. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for the eye stuff now, just because feels like the right move. And also I like this idea of moving out from the center. And there it is, the outside line dot right at the end of the eyebrow. I'm not doing so good at being within the lines today, but I guess you can't win them all, right? Hair always makes me nervous, so I got this really like kind of stringy looking brush here so that I could hopefully keep some of the texture in there. And the lines underneath aren't terrible in this case. I feel like the picture makes my hair look a lot orangier than it really is. Not that that's necessarily a problem, and I did kind of take it a while ago, and then I saved it in my phone for whenever I decided to do this video, or whenever I had the energy, rather. And I think I might have had a different hair color at that point. Okay, I kind of awkwardly mixed like a peach, an orange, and a white together to kind of make it even lighter tone. And ideally add a little bit of that orangey back in here. It's like kind of doing what I want it to do. It's just not totally perfect. I think I'm okay with that. Definitely looks blonder, which honestly seems good to me. The killer part of this is noticing that I never painted the ear. Girl, what am I doing? Okay, let's fix that probably. I think I forgot to film all of that, or I didn't hit the record button or something, but I'm kind of down here now. All I did was, you know, kind of come up here with my thick brush, kind of made a bunch of my darker colors towards the bottom, and now I'm just adding in those swirls and just dipping into different random colors so that I have a nice thick texture for it down here, and doing something like that. Yeah, that's kind of the look we were going for. The shape of this is weird, which is why I kind of ignored it. I'm thinking I kind of want it to dry, and I was thinking about adding like a background color, but it's really just like the super light gray, and it's pretty close already. So I kind of want to just let this dry as it is, and then I'm going to kind of chop it up maybe a little bit, and we'll do like a final comparison. Let's do it. All right, and here's our final piece. She's looking pretty good. Definitely not exact, but I feel like if I told someone that the AI painter painted this, they'd probably believe it. I'm just now noticing I never cleaned up this dot on her eyebrow. Nailing it, but yeah. I think by comparison, this one has a lot more like shadow to it. And I think, again, a large part of the reason that the blending doesn't always work so well for me is because Acrylics aren't really blendy unless they're all wet all at the same time. This one definitely has a lot more green in it, but I think for a recreation, I think I did pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it looks a little different, maybe, but it was a fun little challenge nonetheless, and if this is something that you're interested in doing, feel free to give it a shot and, you know, share it with me. I'm interested to see kind of what you had going on. So with all that said, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I would love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye!